What's up, cretins? What's up, creeps? My name is Chris. I'm the only person talking horror on the internet. I am here to help you navigate the nonsense as today we discuss Hard Eyes. Been a minute since we've done one of these. Here's your full spoiler-free review. The city is on lockdown this Valentine's Day as this emoji arrives in Seattle to carry out his annual tradition of knocking off some couples. Allie and Jay meet cute and are mistaken for a couple. They are then targeted. There's your movie. So let's get some shit out of the way before we get into the thick of it. I don't have issue with romantic comedies, which is what this movie largely is. In fact, one of the biggest compliments I can pay to Hard Eyes is that there are times when this is a very straightforward rom-com, and it feels exactly that way. And conversely, there are times when this is a very straightforward horror movie, and it very much feels that way. And the abrupt transition betwixt the two makes for an interesting watch, because you're not necessarily primed for when that switch is coming. The kills in Hard Eyes are some of the best that I've seen in a slasher in a good long while. It is absolutely up there with both In a Violent Nature and Thanksgiving in that regard. The script, by Happy Death Day and Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse scribe Christopher Landon, his freaky co-writer Michael Kennedy, and the hitman's wife's bodyguard, not New Jersey Governor, Phil Murphy, is spotty. There are moments that shine through, but it's mostly things where you can see what they're going for versus things that actually work. And that kinda makes sense, right? Like, I think Landon is a solid screenwriter. I'm not a fan of the other two. Kennedy is never getting a pass for calling a movie fucking It's a Wonderful Knife. Get the fuck out of here. So is it the cast's fault that this movie doesn't entirely work? Kinda? Not entirely? I don't know. It depends on where you want to lay blame. They're all very capable performers, but they lose the flick because apparently nobody was willing to tell Josh Rubin, no, I will not do this. This does not work. I will not do this. Indulge me for a minute here. You got a minute? Cool. Let's talk about Josh Rubin and where this movie goes wrong. So 5 years ago, we're all stuck indoors and this flick Scare Me comes out, right? And everybody watches it due to the fact that it feels kind of timely since it's a couple of people that are just sharing scary stories in isolation. And moreover, because it was new content that was coming out at a time when entertainment was like remaking The Princess Bride over Zoom. It probably got more attention than it deserved. I wanted to love Scare Me, but I just didn't. If you loved Scare Me, you know what? You're entitled to that. My experience, I don't dig the Gilmore Girls line delivery, but that wasn't really a deal breaker for me. What was the troll shit, right? And this isn't a spoiler, here goes. Third story that they go through in the movie, the male lead crouches down and he starts doing this troll impression. And my take is, the fuck is this? Why is this in the script? And then, this shit is like dinner party funny. This isn't put it in your movie funny. This shit's like, you had to be there funny. And then, no bullshit. I don't know who this dude is, but I'd wager that he wrote and directed this. This shit isn't a movie. This is a fucking demo reel. This is to get him the work that he has not been getting as an actor. And she's probably a friend of his that's worked with him before. Here's a still of Aya Cash and her Scare Me writer, director, co-star, hilarious troll 6 years prior to Scare Me in the FX series You're the Worst. Is there anything wrong with doing that? No. You can do whatever you want with your money. If you want to make this movie, you can make this movie. I am more concerned with what you do with my time. And marketing your calling card as a horror movie is a waste of it. He followed Scare Me with Werewolves Within, which I really wanted to like. I know a lot of people did really like it. I am not one of them. Much like Scare Me, I hated the characters. I hated the way that people talk or the way that people react. And as a whole, I don't think that that movie works. It is a film that largely treats situations with sarcasm and nihilism, and that does not work when you're trying to convey something like fear or sadness. There can't be any stakes if nothing matters. You are telling your audience, hey, this is stupid, care about it. And all of these issues carry over into Hard Eyes. And it's a shame because you can see that there is a movie here. This just isn't it. I did want to like Hard Eyes, but the first three characters that we are introduced to are all entitled, smug idiots that we are supposed to hate. We meet our leads. The barista behind them is an entitled, smug idiot. They then go to work. Their boss is an entitled, smug idiot. They then go out to dinner, and our male lead Patrick, who was clumsy and charming in the first scene and confident and straightforward in the second, now has become entitled and smug. 10 minutes later, he becomes a crying idiot. It is a director's job to instill and maintain a continuity into a film. This is not an example of a fleshed out character reacting to different situations in different ways with a common through line. This is, alright, so how about for this one, you do it like really fucking annoyed, like, oh my god. Yeah, but are you sure that that like makes sense to the character? It doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense because it'll be so funny. Ah, that's the one! So fucking funny! And you don't counter that by having his love interest have zero discernible traits. She is a nothing character. I'm convinced as well that half the jokes were just things that happened on set. Like, oh man, did you guys hear that? He said Seattle PD, fuck yeah, after he caught the guy. Oh my god, a cop would never say that. That is so fucking funny. We were rolling, right? Can we leave that in? Or, so Josh, we were all just talking, and how funny would it be if instead of her saying, girl, this is your future, what if she said, pretty woman, this is crazy stupid love? Pretty woman, this is crazy oh, like the movies! That's fucking funny! Hey, you better do it before your best friend's wedding! I mean, I would, but I may have other opportunities if there's a runaway bride. Oh my god! Is anybody writing these down? Hopefully they are in their notebook. Ah! And they lived happily ever after in Notting Hill! I don't know about that one. That one feels a little forced, but hey, fuck you, man. It's staying in. This is my fucking movie. Okay, man. And big shocker here, I don't think that Josh Rubin is an incompetent or incapable director. I think he does have occasional inspired ideas. They just get muddied by nonsense like that. He jam-packs his films with references to other, better films to the point that it feels like he's trying to prove something. There's nothing to prove, dude. You are on your third film, wide release, sequel potential. I don't give a fuck that you can recreate the Harry Warden visual. So Hard Eyes didn't do it for me. While I do not think that it is unwatchable, I do feel that it serves best as background sound while you're doing something else. Because while they do want you actively watching and doing this is the more apropos reaction. Kindred Spirits, Valentine, Not My Bloody, Scream 3, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That's gonna do it for today, creeps. Do all these things. Let me know what you thought of Hard Eyes right over here. And remember, this is all just a matter of opinion. See it yourself, make your own decisions. Remain critical, support horror.